we've had a very interesting week. And last week, we encouraged all of you to do something that I see that is happening right now. That means when you come on the call, what we encourage everyone to do is don't come on the call by yourself. You'll find that when it comes to building, if you're slow in fighting, you'll be slow in growing. So it's going to be very important for us to learn this. I'm looking over to see, do we have any actual new people here? So we're going to take just a couple of minutes and welcome the new people and give them an opportunity to tell who they are and where they're from. And I don't know the Samsung one that doesn't have a name on it. The Samsung SM want to say who your name is. We'll give you an opportunity to get it started. Samsung SM G998U. We'll give you an opportunity to say hello if you know how to unmute. Okay, we'll give them a moment. Josephine, would you like to introduce yourself? Let me see. Maybe I have a. Let me see. Make sure that I'm able to
Okay,
allow people.
I'm muted now.
Hey,
It
see,
was
I was
hard.
wondering whether I was holding everyone back. Go ahead,
Uh
Josephine.
yeah, I was invited by Michelle Dean. I just so excited about the products and also about the Beamer. So she invited me. I'm just trying to see what y'all doing.
Well, you're going to get a chance to see this is our personal team, by the way. And tonight you're on for a special call. We have the actual CEO of the company here, and he's going to be talking a little bit about how to maximize our income. And I'm not going to get into it, but where you're from, Josephine, just so we'll know.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so you're right in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a number of people coming in, Horace, so I'll let you take care of those people and make sure they're all muted. We're going to take advantage since Dave is kind of mobile. I was going to take an opportunity to talk to you about a few things, but let me say what we want to talk about tonight. Um, a lot of us, those of us that came on tonight, specifically came on because we're interested in building our business. Now, the CEO, Dave Nemelka, actually had a meeting with me this week to help me to appreciate ways in which I can be better with building my network. And my network is, of course, all of you, and then all of you have your own networks. And some of the things he related was so profound that I thought, you know what, it's great that he's coming on because a lot of you have been calling me, asking me, Bernard, I've been trying so hard to do this and do that. How can I take a business that has some of the best people in the world, some of the best products in the world, some of the best doctor in the world, best company in the world. How can I take this and get the word out? And that's the reason why I wanted Dave Nemelka to come on because I wanted to give us a chance to actually talk about growth and the importance of growth. So, Dave, are you there and are you able to come in? Because we better take advantage of while you still have some internet going on over there.
Yeah, Bernard, I'm here.
Okay, Dave. These are the people that have expressed that they want to actually build a business. So to start out, Dave, I'm going to kind of be a moderator with you because I'm going to kind of turn you on to some of the things that they have said to me. And perhaps because there are so many new people on, you could tell them a little bit about yourself because a lot of people on here are brand new. They don't know about yourself and how this company came about, very abbreviated. And then we'll get right into how we can take a compensation plan and maximize it. Go ahead, David.
Well, Bernard, thank you for having me on this call, number one. And number two, I think the first thing I would say to this team of yours is listen to what we talk about tonight and follow Bernard Dean as an example. Bernard, you and I've got to know each other the last couple of years. And as a leader, you are certainly excellent and a fantastic example in what you're doing tonight. From my point of view, is foundational for each one of your team who's here tonight. they'll listen from you and what we talk about and emulate your example, I think that they're destined to have some really great success and to really achieve their full potential, like I see you happening. Where you're at today and the journey you're on is certainly towards, well, you're making significant income right now, but you're headed towards really life-changing income. And I think everyone here tonight has that same opportunity. So first thing I would say is look at Bernard Dean and how he is building a team, how he engaged journey or continue your engaged journey, because every one of you has the potential to be, great like you are, Bernard. So I wanted to start the call by just thanking you. And really, I'm super excited for tonight's call. We're going to talk about some fundamentals of building success. We're going to talk about the engaged way. We're going to share with your team some principles that, if they applied, are proven principles of success. The thing that's exciting about Engage today and where we're at, where we're going, is we're not guessing what it takes to succeed and to achieve your goals. We know because there's people doing it, and all we need to do is just continue to do those things ourselves. And I'm going to say, start by following Bernardine's example. Are you there, Bernard? I didn't lose him.
No,
Hello?
you didn't lose it, Dave. We're catching
Okay.
you. Every now and then you may disappear with a word or two, but we totally
Okay.
understand what you're saying.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm on a road. I have good connection, but just hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you well.
Okay. So Bernard, why don't you guide me in how you would like to go, or would you like to me just real quickly share with your team the Dave Nemelka story and the Engage story and why we're even here tonight?
Yeah, go ahead and give them an idea of how the company came about. Because even though you've told this story before, I told you before that we're gonna have you on this call when we get new people, and you
Yeah.
happen to have people on here. Matter of fact, you have 25 devices, but you have a number of people that have a number of people at their home. So give them a little background as to how you and Dr. Prasad came together. Because I always say that you're the peanut butter and jelly of the multi nutrient, nutrients,
Micronutrient. Yeah.
yeah, the micronutrients. So therefore, I've always highlighted the point. I said, how in the world did these guys come together in such a perfect partnership? So I had a little chance to get to hear a little bit of your story, and then we'll get into that comp plan situation. Now, I got
Okay.
a few things to ask you about that people wonder about you, but go ahead.
Well, I love what you said, and that I'm very comfortable in representing to your team and really anyone I talk about that Engage has the finest micronutrient products in the world. And our mission is to bring health and goodness to the world simply because of one man, and that's Dr. Kedar Prasad. The world's suffering from micronutrient deficiency. Human health isn't getting better. You would think with all the science and knowledge that we have that human beings would be becoming more healthy. Unfortunately, we're becoming less healthy. And a core reason for that is micronutrient deficiency. We're just not getting the nutrients we need from our food for our bodies to be optimally healthy. And humanity is suffering in a very big way. And then we also live in a very toxic world. I mean, we're as human beings, we're living in an environment that has never been known to mankind before, and that is we live in a world with EMF radiation. Our bodies are we live in a soup of toxics environment with radiation and the pollution and the lack of nutrition in our foods, and it's really, really causing our bodies to struggle. And we see that in all of the statistics about different health conditions. And so Engage solely exists because in the 30s, a young man was born in India in a village with no electricity, no running water, and he suffered from malnutrition himself. He had a distended belly. He was born to a lower class and if you understand India, their caste system, he was born into a lower caste system with every obstacle and challenge in his way of achieving greatness and excellence. All of those things were before him, and yet Dr. Prasad overcame all of that. Number one, through sheer determination, and then because of the good hearts and goodness of other people in his life, to where he was able to get a scholarship to come to the United States in the early 1960s and become the first radiation biology PhD. And that set him on a course. Really, now it's a 60-year journey, 60 plus year journey of becoming the foremost expert on human health and micronutrition, formulating nutritional formulations that have been validated by NASA, the US military, signed the Nobel Prize Committee, on and on and on, National Institute of Health. I mean, Dr. Prasad became a foremost expert in all the world. And because of that, as a part of his job at the University of Colorado in their medical school, doing research with NIH grants and investments from others, he formulated our micro daily formulation with the US military and NASA involved, got patents on that, and validated our products as the most scientifically validated products in the world for human health. And, you know, as you've said, you've seen, Bernard, in your own, Bernard, I'm thinking just about a call we had last week where we heard literally stories of people's lives being saved and lives being changed by our products. Amazing stories from our micronutrition and the impacts on human health. Well, these have been validated with science, validated in the real world by some of the most prestigious institutions in the world, National Institute of Health, like I said, the US military, etc. So Dr. Prasad laid the foundation for our company with all of this. And the foundational product of our company was Micro Daily, which was developed with the US military, the Marine Corps specifically, 14 clinical studies, 6 years of research and development, $24 million invested, validating it and 7 patents awarded, validating our Micro Daily as the world's most scientifically validated micronutrient supplement enhancing human health available. And at the core, what our products do is they address free radicals, which create oxidative stress in the body. And free radicals are created by EMF radiation. Free radicals are created by poor diet. Free radicals are created by the toxins in our life and by stresses in our life. And these free radicals create oxidative stress and inflammation, which that leads to virtually every known human ailment that we see. And so that was the foundation of our company, was the development of this product with the US military, not for Engage, not for us today, but external to Engage. And that product was used in the military, and Dr. Prasad and the people he worked with at the time wanted to bring that product, Micro Daily, to the consumer market. That's where I came into the equation, in that went to the Wharton Business School, got my MBA. I don't know if anybody knows the Wharton School. It's been ranked the #1 school in the world for many years in business. Had the opportunity to go to Procter & Gamble in brand management after I got my MBA. P&G, my first project was looking at the vitamin industry, where I got a really fantastic insights into the impact on micronutrients and vitamins and human health. And in fact, was reading some of Dr. Prasad's way back in the early 90s myself. But at that time, I'm an entrepreneur and I wanted to do my own business. And so I left Procter & Gamble, started my own company, McKinley Capital, got involved in venture capital and venture fundings, taking companies public, starting companies, and, was really very blessed. As you know, Bernard, you've been to my home. You've seen some of the fruits of my labors. And and that gave me the opportunity to have a lot of freedom and experiences and expansion of my life. But what I found is it wasn't super fulfilling to be doing other people's companies and just playing the money game, being on the Wall Street, make a lot of money, but there was an element of my life that was missing in that. Well, come along, I have a business relationship, a friend who introduces me to Dr. Prasad and Micro Daily, which at the time was called Military Micronutrient Formulation. That was back in 2012, over a decade ago. And I saw the potential of this product radically impacting human health. And at the time, I was highly motivated because I was money focused at the time to start Engage Global in 2012 because I saw it as a really great business venture to make a lot of money. So I've put together a team, funded Engage, got the company started, had other people running the business at the time, and just was looking to make some money from this fantastic product that Dr. Prasad had developed with the U.S. military. Fast forward a couple of years, back in 2014, 2015, I'm seeing the impact of this product on people's lives. I'm having some challenges with some of the management that I'd hired. And I go to have experiences with literally hundreds of our customers, and I see the impact on their lives. And I was basically, I looked at my life and said, I can live a more meaningful, fulfilling life, focusing the rest of my life on bringing micro daily to the world and enhancing human health, bringing health and goodness, and also have financial benefit. I can have more joy in my life pursuing the mission of Engage than pursuing just making money. And so at that time, in my, I'm going to say, well, I was in my early 50s. I decided to make a career change, and that career change was to buy out everyone, the other people at Engage, take over as a CEO of Engage, and make Engage my life's mission and work, and focus on our mission of bringing health and goodness to the world with our product. And at the same time, interestingly enough, or at very close to that time, Dr. Prasad was retiring from all of his endeavors, and he reached out to me and he said, Dave, I know you're taking over Engage. You're going to run the company. You're the one man I've met that I trust that is committed to this mission of my life, which I've dedicated 60 years of my life of bringing health and goodness to the world with micronutrition, starting with Micro Daily. Can I work with you? And then he and I entered into a partnership at the time, a lifetime partnership, meaning he is committed to Engage for the rest of his life, as am I. And we joined together to develop additional products. And I think we're now at around 15 products. We're going to be launching 2 more here in August, Bernard, which is super exciting. And now we have a portfolio of products that address human health, the gut health, heart health, eye health, brain health, collagen, a foundational product that helps. I mean, basically a third of the protein in our body is collagen, and it's highly vulnerable in this toxic world we live in. And so we developed a patented product there. We've got probiotic as gut health and digestive enzymes for gut health. I mean, we've really developed a portfolio of products to enhance human health in a way that I don't think any other company has. So the story of Engage is one of Dr. Prasad and I having different pathways to come together and unite in a common mission to bring these products to the world and to develop these products, and to do it in a way that for me is a passion, which is with direct sales. I've never done anything that's been so interesting and fulfilling is what we're doing at Engage, where I get to meet so many amazing people and help people to discover the potential that lies within each of them. Like I think of you, Bernard and Michelle, the potential that you have and that you're realizing to really be excellent and deliver a lot of goodness to the world. So I guess, that's a quick summary of Engage and what we're about and what we're doing. I'm comfortable saying we have the finest products in the world, and I'm willing to hold them up to any other products in the world. They're scientifically validated, they deliver results, and they're affordable. And our direct sales model, I would say this is my work of art, being a finance person and having been in investment banking and finance for so much of my life. I feel that we've perfected the business model of fairness and opportunity to the masses, all foundational on our All of It bonus, where we pay 100% commissions on enrollments of subscriptions, which nobody in the world does. And we pay commissions in cash, and for our new affiliates, we match that in free product. And then to the team building, like what you're part of, Bernard, where you can earn 5 to 30+% on your team's volume. We've got opportunities there unlike any other company. And also our retention numbers with our subscription model and the products delivering results. I'm comfortable in saying that we are the in health and wellness, there is not another opportunity that is more rewarding or provides as much opportunity as what Engage has. I've challenged people to bring me anything that compares, and I have yet to see one that does. And so I'm looking for comparisons so we can become better. But right now, we're not being introduced to anything better than what we are. So I think for all of your affiliates that are on your team and those who are considering being a part of our Engage family, we represent the absolute most rewarding, timely, effective health and wellness opportunity in the world today. And I stand here saying, prove me wrong, show me how I'm wrong. And we have yet to see anybody show us anything different. So just like you're winning here, Bernard, I know everyone on this call has a chance to win.
Everybody on this call does have a chance to win. In fact, tonight you've heard a lot about the product, but we're always talking about the product, but the people that are on this line already agree that we have some of the best products on the market. My wife had a person came in here about an hour ago, and this person has all types of challenges, had 2 strokes, and my wife took and gave her an EMF powder along with a bottle of water. She drank it. And Michelle, are you on there?
Yes, I am.
But
That was,
quickly, tell what she said after she
yeah,
drank.
that was, yes, that was quite a remarkable story, Dave, but glad to have you as well. So the lady came in, well, she's a potential customer and have many, multiple challenges, health challenges. And so, long story short, I gave a sample of the original, the probiotic as well as the the omega daily. And then because of her pain levels, I just decided, while I'm talking to her, let me give her so long the EMF. I took a sachet and I throw it in water and she drank it. So we just continued to talk and I've been watching her. And all of a sudden, within about 5 minutes or 3 minutes, she says, Michelle, what is going on with me? All of a sudden, it feels like everything is bright in front of me. It was too funny. She says, what is this that you gave me? It's like everything in front of me is bright. I feel energized. My pain in my neck feel gone. What is this product? So I
Wow.
was just sitting here. I said, oh my goodness, I never had this. I said, are you sure? She says, yes. Um, Everything is bright. Your room looks very bright all of a sudden. It's almost as if she didn't believe what I gave her, or she maybe thought I'm giving her some other stuff. But well, she, I mean, that was unamazing. That was amazing to me. I couldn't actually
I,
believe it.
And she
I
ran
Phenomenal.
love it.
down here to
I
tell
love it.
she ran down here to tell me. She could not believe it. This lady left. She said, and people, everybody on here, I need y'all to hear something. You have gold in your hands. So we're not here tonight to talk about the gold in your hand because the product is going to do a lot more than you could ever promise. I promise you. Your only job is to get the product into their hands and to nurse them to actually being what we call preferred customers or people that are on subscription. And we generally let everybody know that our goal, and it's the goal of everybody on here, to keep them on the product at least 90 days. So we have no doubt that we have the best products in the world, but all of us didn't come on here tonight. All of us came on here tonight because a lot of people have called me up and they said, Bernard, where do I go with this business? I never really wanted to do the business, but everywhere I go, people are asking about me. People are asking me, can I become a customer in this? Uh, how can I take this business and maximize it? Now, there are individuals that have been doing something that tonight, for all 30 of you that's on this call, I need you to listen to what David Nemelka taught me this past week. And I never thought about it. I've been training people a particular way. But when you first come in, I think one of the scariest things about when you first come in this business is you think you got to get out there and get a bunch of affiliates. I got to build a team. I'm nervous when it comes to people. I got more, I only know my family. But David helped me to appreciate the way to approach this business in a different way. that will help everybody on here maximize their income. So tonight, you're going to hear a different way of thinking as to how to start out to build this business. So first of all, let me say, I'm going to give you a little tip when it comes to business. The first thing you have to realize is that most people, when they pay $50 to become an affiliate with the Engage Global, that's a joke. Most people think $50 you can't really do well with a business like this. But the truth of the matter is, and David, let me know it's for sure what I'm saying is true. You
Yep.
can make $100 to $45,000 a month. Now, I'm talking about money on here tonight because that's why we have Dave on, because I need y'all to realize the opportunity to set before you. Now, most of us don't need $45,000 a month. Most of us, if we can make 1,000 or we can make 2,000, we can pay our bills, we can take a vacation, we can maybe kick back on some of the things that are pressing us with bills. That's good enough. But how do you get started in this business? And Dave, I promised everyone on here because you have had such success with business. You pulled me to the side this week and you said, Bernard, there's a lot of your people coming on board and they're bringing affiliates on board, but those affiliates are not actually bringing customers. Then he went on to ask me, and Dave, this is where you and I can have a conversation.
Yes.
Um, is it better to have to come on to once you learn you got the product and these people now are seeing you walking good, they're looking maybe a recovery from a cancerous situation. And by the way, these products are not meant to treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any sickness, and it's not endorsed by the FDA. But the
Yes.
information is very informational and educational, and it's to help you to appreciate what may happen if you take these amazing micronutrients. Everybody understand? So the
Well,
stories
you
that
know,
you hear, their story.
Bernard, the beauty about the products is if someone will just try the products for 90 days, I mean, within that 90 days, some people like what Michelle just described, same day, have amazing experiences. But within 90 days, if people will take the products as we teach them, which is twice a day for most of these products, and if they're at least taking a basic bundle of the micro daily and the probiotic, they're going to have a fantastic experience and we can build better health from there. But if someone's going to like, oh, I'm going to try it for a week or a day, or I'm not going to take the product, well, the product can't do any good if it's not in your body. And so what we need to do is make sure people understand and commit to at least give it 90 days, as Dr. Prasad teaches us, for the product to do its work, which is to fully saturate the body with the nutrition we need to help the body adapt to getting that full nutrition and the body to do its work to become healthier. So we don't even need to talk about any diseases or anything because what we know is if people will take the product for 90 days, they'll let their body tell them what's happening. And the vast majority of people, what's happening is amazing and people love it. So, and one of the things I love where you're going, Bernard, and I'll just kind of jump on this train for a minute, and that is at Engage, our mission is to bring health and goodness to the world. Health and goodness only happens if someone has micronutrition, our micronutrition in their body. So the first part of the journey as you're building your business is to be a product of the product so you have your own strength of conviction. Number two, listen to other people's testimonials and stories so you continue to expand your vision of what the product can do for people, and then share that conviction and belief with people to try the product. That's the first place you start. And it's simply, what do you have to lose if you try it for 90 days? You have a lot to gain and not much to lose. Maybe a few dollars if you don't feel like it's a benefit, but you have a life to change if the products are delivering like we believe they can. So the first thing to building the business is simply have a conviction and a strength of belief in the products, and then invite people to try it for 90 days. And if you'll do that, that's the customer part of the business. You can build a nice business making you a few hundred to a few $1,000s a month. And that's it. You're not recruiting someone for the business. You're simply sharing the product. And sharing the products, we all have a network and an audience of people that are not healthy and that want to be healthier. That's simply who we start talking to. Then the beauty of it is when you start talking to those people, guess what? They have friends, they have family too, and they want them to be healthier, and you share there. So when people say I'm running out of leads or I have nobody to talk to, if you have one person who's on the product, they're going to know people, and then you can continue from there. So Bernard, the first place to make some money, if you want to make a few hundred or a few thousand a month, is just simply share the product with customers. And where you were going, and we'll talk a little bit more deeply about this, is don't
Right.
ever make someone an affiliate. Don't ever invite them to do the business unless they
We'll get
want
to that
to
one,
do a
Dave.
couple things. Yep.
We're going
Yep.
to get to that one, but I need everybody to understand the first two steps that David just said. First of all, you have to be a product of the product. If you don't truly believe in this product, you need to find another company, because
Yes.
this is a company that we're not just motivated. Motivation is when an external force or whatever come together and you got a reason for doing it because you can get this result and that result. Engage Global is not a motivated company. Engage Global is an inspired company. There's a whole difference in motivation. The motivation is
And
very
Bernard,
temporary.
I want to add to that. The
Go
last
ahead.
thing in the world, the last thing in the world I want to do with my life is work with a mercenary. I don't want to work with a mercenary. I don't want to work with someone's like, I'm a hired gun. Pay me enough money, I'll sell anything. I don't want that's not the culture we're building. That's not the family we're building. That's not who we are. What I want to believe in work is with missionaries, crusaders, people who want, like you say, Bernard, the money's a bonus because I want to change people's lives. And I
That's
believe these products will change people's lives. That's the community of people we're building, and that's who we want to work with. So if you're one of those people or you want to be that, you're going to be working with a community of highly passionate, convicted, committed people. And that's a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun and very rewarding.
now let me say something, Dave, on this to prove Dave as well as his team's integrity. Dave, have you had people to come in this company and try to tell you that they can bring millions of people and for them to buy their way into a position? And how did you respond? And by the
The
way, me and
answer,
Dave we did not rehearse this. This is something I'm asking Dave because people need to know this. Go ahead, Dave.
our values are engaged to be real. All right. We talk about these values, and what they mean is to be resilient, meaning number one, we don't quit. So a little obstacle, a big obstacle, it doesn't matter. Knock me down, knock us down 7 times, we're getting up 8. We're resilient. We don't quit because we have a conviction and a commitment to fulfill our mission. Number one. Number two, we strive in excellence. And Bernard, you've seen us become more excellent, and I've seen you become more excellent. Every day we want to be a little bit better. We're like the tortoise that won the race. Every day we're taking a step forward and we're going to cross the line. We're not fancy, we're not fast, but what we are is we're real. And that's what we want to be. Number two is we want to be excellent. Number three is we want to be authentic. And here's what authenticity means to me is we're going to be honest, of high character, and transparent. And one deal is the same deal for everybody, meaning our compensation plan is the same for everybody that joins Engage. Each one of you coming in as a part of Engage in our community have the exact same opportunity as anyone else. I cut no special deals. There's no special incentives. I don't look at someone and say, oh, he's a superstar or she's an amazing person with great potential. We're going to give them more. We never do that. You can know it's a level playing field where you all have the same chance to win. And we love and respect every affiliate because every one of you, whether you're building a team of one or a customer base of one or a team of 1,000, you're helping us fulfill our mission, and we value you the same. We will meet you where you're at and respect you where you're at and appreciate you for just bringing one soul as much as if you bring 1,000 souls. Because for us, it's each one of you that makes us the whole. And without you, we can't be complete. So yeah, Bernard, there's no special deals. You can bring
So in
anyone to
essence,
the table.
Engage Global
You
Thank
could
is
you,
you could
Dave.
you could bring
9%.
the most famous person to the table of the world. And they're like, we could bring you 5 million people, Dave. What's our special deal? And it's the same deal as an affiliate coming in today for $50. There is no special deals.
Matter of fact, we had that happen recently, didn't we, Dave? You had
Yes.
somebody that was
Yeah.
looking to bring millions, and they said, you know what? And this protects all of you, by the way. How many of you have come into a company, work your heart out, then all of a sudden somebody move over from another company, bring all of their people. Next thing you know, they get all your people's name. Next thing you know, they move to another place and take all your people and their people with them. Dave and his team have promised to have integrity. Um, and by the way, Dave, the question that some have asked, would this company ever just jump ship on everybody and run to TV or run to some type of other on store shelves,
Well,
anything? Your
Bernard, I
thoughts?
know you had that happen to you. I know you had that happen
Yeah, I
to
did,
you.
but I'm still here, so
Yeah.
obviously I don't believe that. But
Well, no, what I mean is you had that happen in another company, right? Where they
I
jumped
did.
in
I
and
did.
started doing TV.
I was
You
on
know what it feels
television
like.
for yeah, I know what it feels like. Oh my
You know what it
goodness.
feels like to be betrayed and lied to by someone you consider to be your family. And so I'll tell you what, when we say bringing health and goodness to the world, I don't just mean with our products, I mean with our integrity and with the character of this company. The part of the definition of goodness that I define goodness as is I want to create an environment in a company where people can believe in the goodness of people again and not be in fear of the trauma of being betrayed. And so I can tell you, I have committed myself, our company, our future to an affiliate model. And what you build here at Engage, Bernard, is yours to enjoy for the rest of your life and to give as a legacy to your children or whoever you want. You are investing your life and your heart and your soul in building a business that generates revenue and commissions, and that is yours for as long as Engage lives as a company post David Nemelka. So the legacy of Engage is that we are committed to you, we are partnered with you, and we're not chasing money. We're chasing a mission and a vision to rebuild in you and others a belief. There are good people in the world that keep a commitment.
That is Dave. Dave, I'm telling you, you just spoke a mouthful. There are a number of people on here, by the way. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of
Thank you,
people on
Dave.
here. There's a lot of people that has happened to on here. But
Well,
they called me up and
let
they
me
asked me,
add, Bernard, I'm going to add a little context to that. People are like, well, yeah, Dave, I've heard that before. Yeah, but you haven't heard it from a man like David Nemelka before. And I'll
Exactly.
just lay a little bit on the line here to let you know what that means when I say David Nemelka. How many of the men or women who have made such promises to you have walked into their father's home with their father dead in the garage from a self inflicted gunshot wound? How
Wow.
many of you have heard a man speak this way who has walked into his home with his 19-year-old son passed away in his bedroom? How
Wow.
many of you have heard a promise like this from a man who has walked into his kitchen and seen his 20-month-old daughter on fire?
Mm.
And I could go on and on and on. God has tested my mettle. God has tested me. And I believe, I can just tell you, I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. My integrity will never be for sale. I have paid too of a high of a price in the sorrows and the hurts of life to ever compromise my character for money.
Mm.
I'll never do it. I'll
that
never, ever do it. So when I say what I said earlier about my commitment to use an affiliate, Bernard, and our affiliates,
Mm.
how do I say it? I've paid the price for that not to just be words. I hope people understand what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no, Dave, you cannot say anymore. And because of time, we have to move quicker. But I will say this. Everybody on here, Dave, is a leader. Everybody on here is a leader. Even if you don't believe it. Tony Robbins wrote a book one time about the giant within. And there's a sleeping giant in everybody. It's just a matter of some people don't wake up their whole lifetime. You obviously have woken up because here, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you came on here to hear the CEO and his philosophy as far as business. But we're going to have to move on that. But David, thank you for being very, very candid with us and open because I tell you, every time I hear that story about your family, I remember me and you sitting on the side of the mountain at your house. And when I looked into your eyes and I heard you, I said, something is different about this guy. And then all of a sudden I realized this company here has more to it than Dr. Broussard. It has more than just a good product. We have a captain at the helm is doing everything he can to protect his ship. And
Thank
Yes.
that's
you,
the reason
Dave.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So the first thing, you become a product of the product. Second thing, once you know the product that they brought out, please, people, please stop calling my phone telling me that you don't know anybody. Because there's an old saying, they say, if you die today, there'll be 250 people probably at your funeral. They don't come there as just mourners, just to holler and hoop. They knew you. The thing is that sometimes you have to be just inspired to believe in yourself enough to open up your mouth. So therefore,
Yes.
this brings us to the second point. Once you believe in it, people are going to see you and they're going to actually want to know more about the product, more about the company, and so on, so on, so on. David, once they do, and you introduce them to the, and we already said, you're getting them on the product, people, for 90 days. Usually within 6 weeks, they're hooked. There's 98% of these people call you back if they're taking the product
Yep.
right. It's up to you
Yep.
to do that. So now they called you back and they've expressed that they want to introduce you to their friends or their family. They need this product. This is your time. This is your time to consider helping them to appreciate the opportunity that now they believe in the product that much that they're promoting it. What do we want to do, Dave?
Invite them to be an affiliate.
Once now y'all notice that you're already anonymous customers. They're already on it. First step. The one first step is you believe it. Second step is they're on the product. They believe it. Now, what qualifies them to go into business is not the point of somebody coming to you day one. I want to be affiliate. They ain't never took a capsule. They don't know nothing about the company. They don't know nothing about the military. They believe that Dave is just another Amway, Mary Kay, Malaluka, or whatever. They believe that. But we're different than anything out there. So until they take the product, until they believe in it, why would you invite them? Or why would you allow yourself to pay $50 for that person? Quick, quick to come, quick to go. So, Dave, going to the next point, if that person decide to become an affiliate, but you want to at first, and this is the point you made to me, always, always, always start out making that person a customer first from a financial standpoint. Because I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna let you go on run with it. You will make more money with them as a customer than you will as an affiliate because of what?
Bernard, I might lose you here. I'm in a bad spot. So if I do, I will call back in.
Okay,
Okay, I'm just giving you a heads up. But
that's okay.
basically, Bernard, what you have said is the next thing I would do is say, okay, who are you ready to talk to today? I would never sign up an affiliate. Number one, doesn't have a conviction around the product. Number two, they're not ready to talk to people today. So
Today,
if they aren't willing to say to you, I've got people I'm willing to talk to today, why would you make them an affiliate? Because Bernard, you just said the exact thing, and that is if they're a customer, you get 10 to 30% commission on their purchases every month. If they're an affiliate, you get an override on the volume that their team creates. Well, if they don't have a team, they're not making you any money. So they need to have people they're willing to enroll today, which means a team of customers or affiliates or both. But if they don't sign up anybody, they're not going to make any more money. So this is where, if you're an affiliate, the way I look at it is if you're going to sign up as an affiliate, number one, you want to bring health and goodness to the world. You share a mission. Number two, you want to make some money. Because if you don't want to make money, you can be a customer. And if you don't want to make money, you can be a customer and share the product and get free referral product with our All of It bonus referral program. So the only reason to be an affiliate is if you want to make some money and build a business. So if you want to build a business, the first question is, who are you ready to talk to today? And then Bernard, this talks to our 100 Club. The first month of an affiliate, we pay them 100% All of It bonus commission and 100% All of It bonus reward points. They get a double dip for a whole month. So if they're not ready to capitalize on that the first month, you're not doing them a favor. In fact, you're hurting them because anyone they enroll after the first month, they get the All of It bonus, which is great. But the first month is when they want to really go to town and make as many enrollments as possible. And Bernard, you and I have talked about, I have a vision and a mission, and that is Engage. I believe Engage will become the first company in history where 100% of our affiliates make money in the first 30 days. And we define that as making at least $100, which is basically enroll one person for $100 because we pay 100% commission on that.
Dave,
So
just
you
so
and I
you,
were, go ahead,
I
Bernard.
have a the chart up on the screen. Do everybody see this chart?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Someone
Yeah.
says
Yes.
all
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
It has the 100 Club. Engage is on a mission to become the first company in history where every new affiliate makes at least $100 in their first day, their first 30 days. Now, David, what I'm hearing from you is this. You should never sign people in for $50 in this business until they actually have somebody that become their customer.
Yeah. They need a list of at least a few people like, yeah, my friend's going to try this, or my family member. I know some people who really want it. If they don't have some people to talk to, why would you enroll them as an affiliate? I still don't understand. Why would you do it? It makes zero sense to me.
Now, do anyone have any question on that? Did y'all all understand what he's saying? So you've come into a business, you believe in the product. You shared it with people, you decide to become affiliate. And remember, because you become an affiliate doesn't necessarily mean you got to build a team. This company, you can get yourself 15, 20, 30 customers and have a nice paycheck coming in. Is that correct, David?
We know that if the average customer enrolls for between $150 and $200. So if you enrolled 10 people, let's say $150, you're making $1,500 of all of it bonuses, and you're making over $300 a month. So with those kind of numbers, you're making $5,000 plus in a year off of your customers. You know, about $400 or $500 a month. That's all you have to do is just like you say, 10 to 15 customers. So yeah, that's a business right there. And that's more than what most direct sales companies people make. Now, if you want to go to another level, we're going to talk about that, Bernard. But that's a fantastic, nice supplemental income, just 10 or 15 customers. And then take care of them. Make sure those customers understand the product. Make sure they're taking the product correctly. Follow up with them and care about them. And if you do that, you'll have a nice residual income. And that's a good business for most direct sales. Now, we know there's a lot more at Engage, and we can talk about that, Bernard, but that's a fantastic place to start.
So this is what we're asking you as the foundation of Engage Global to do. Is we're encouraging you to get customers, and then when people want to become an affiliate, the very least they should do on being ready to sign that contract is have, I need three names to call, or I need someone that's gonna that we're gonna start working this business. Your goal is to actually have a check with their name on it within 30 days. You work
Yes.
on K and all of those stuff. Anybody ever do that? A lot of us been involved in a number of little programs. How long did it take you to be making $100 a month? Some of you been in this business for 15, 20 years ain't never seen $100 a month. But yet, this company has put a compensation plan in place that you can make your friends healthy. People that have no hope when it comes to cancer, diabetes, dementia, heart problems. And you can actually present this. And if they stay on it faithfully for 90 days, probably within 6 weeks or so, they're going to call you up and they're going to thank you and they're going to become customers for a lifetime. And you have to do it over and over and over. And within a year, you have a car payment, maybe a house payment. Who knows what you're going to have? But you'll never know unless you do it. So, Dave, is there anything else you want to bring out about the importance of customers?
Well, Bernard, I want everybody to know that Engage, you get $100 sale, you're getting paid on the first Thursday after you do that. So like a new affiliate's getting paid on the first Thursday 100% cash and 100% product. So do an enrollment for $100. You'll have $100 cash next Thursday and $100 of free product and reward points next Thursday. So nobody even has to wait a month. They just have to wait till the first Thursday. So at Engage, we make it fast, we make it easy, and we make it unbelievably rewarding. There's no company in the world paying 100% cash, 100% product. It's like 200% on a dollar. It's like, and yes, we lose money on that. 100% we lose money, but I'm not looking at it as money lost. I'm looking at it as money invested in you and our team winning. That's how I look at that.
Thank you, Dave.
Excellent,
Again.
excellent. Now, do everyone understand this? I see heads nodding yes. So I
Yes, yes,
am
yes.
yes. And so
Absolutely. And we
David and
thank
Yes,
you.
Dave.
sir.
Yes, 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 yes.
We thank
Okay.
Dave for it.
Let's
Yes,
go
sir.
with some current promotions. Some current promotions. And I'm gonna read it, and Dave is gonna make sure that you understand. Do everybody see that current promotion up on the screen?
Yes.
I'm going to read it, and Dave is going to explain it so that there's no doubt that you can reach for that. You still got some more days left this month. Recruitment amplifier. In essence, the company going to give you more than normal if you recruit. Anyone who enrolls 4 or more new preferred customers or affiliates with a subscription in the month of July, now it says June, but July, will receive
Yep.
100% of the all-in bonus, 100% matching reward points, which is really the dog showing up in blue up there. But Dave, you just said that, but anything else you want to say on that one?
I think, I've learned in life that we need to take advantage of the opportunities that come before us. I've put an opportunity in front of everybody in July. I will tell you this opportunity ends July 31st. So I'm giving you a fair square heads up about another, 10 days or so. And this opportunity is gone. So if you want to double up, if you want to double dip, if you want to get 200% on $1 of enrollment, get 4 new enrollments this month. And honestly, 4 takes a little effort, but it is not a big stretch. It's just someone needs to want it. I've learned I can lead horses to water. I can't make them drink. So here's a whole bunch of water. How thirsty are you? It's for you to drink. Bernard, it'll be really fun to see how many people on your team do this.
Man,
It's been really fun to see.
here are amazing. This team is amazing, Dave. I'm gonna have to say that. Um, this 100 Club, it said Engage is on a mission to become the first company in history where every new affiliate makes at least $100. That can only happen if when they pay their $50 to become affiliate, within 30 days you get $100 check in their hands. Puts the company closer to that goal of being 100% of people coming in this business and making money in their first month. That's your
Well,
responsibility. It's my responsibility to do that.
well, Bernard, I'm going to throw this out there. We've never had a legacy leader do this ever, where 100% of their new affiliates do this. It looks like this month, one of our legacy leaders has done it with 9. So it'll be fun to see if your team will achieve that. So I would hate for your team to be the team that doesn't do it, because I'm pretty sure all of our legacy leaders are going to be building teams doing this. So I'm going to challenge your team to not let you down, because you don't want to be a legacy leader without 100%. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, and you know what, Dave? I tell you what. I believe in the people, and I believe that if you believe in them and you make sure that they get everything they need, the tools they need, the bridge will be built even without the plane. So
We're going to do it.
we're
I believe in the same way as you, Bernard. But then, as you know, this is where my Wharton MBA comes in. I always look at numbers. I look at people. It's always people first. The world, life is people, but numbers kind of tell me what people's hearts where they're really at. So I believe in you and your team. I think you're pretty special people, and I can't wait for the numbers to reflect that belief.
okay. So now we're going to another segment. Those triple commissions have been extended to the end of the year. Now, for those of you that are new, you may not understand this, but I what it does, it gives you an opportunity to actually take and make more money let's see. I'm going with the compensation plan. This is for the ones that are new. If you look at your particular the plan, let me see. 1 second, we're going to get it on the screen. If you go down to your what in the world? Okay, sorry, they pulled up the wrong one. Predictable plan. If you go down and look at the team bonuses, everybody see that team rank commission? Do you all see that on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody look all the way to the right. You
Yes.
see fixed commissions. That's all I want you to look at right now. Fixed commissions. And normally, if you look, the company have 12 positions right now that you can achieve. Everybody starts out as a health advocate one. And a health advocate one makes how much money, people?
$150 fixed commission.
$150 fixed commission. They just using that example of health advocate one. What have the company put on the table to help inspire us to become a health advocate one with this company?
A triple bonus.
Did we lose David?
$450, a triple commission. That's almost a 30% commission on volume, Bernard.
That means that people, if you become a health advocate one, the first month you're going to make $150. That's the way the company is saying thank you for starting to build your business. We're not going to get into all the other qualifications. This is just a quickie. So thank you. At the end, they're going to pay you $150. Month two, if you continue to qualify, how much are they going to pay you, everybody?
$300.
Somebody else. If you continue to be a health advocate one on your
Nine,
second, how much are they going to pay you?
900.
$150. And I see we're going to have to get in that compensation plan a little bit. The third month is when that bonus or that kicks in, which now on that third month, if we achieve Health Advocate One again, the third month, the company is now going to pay us $450 on that position. And that's a way of saying thank you so much for maintaining this position for 3 months. Did everybody get that?
Yes.
Yes.
And by the way, for those of you that are on for the first time, we come on Monday nights and we go over this compensation plan so you're not lost the way that number of people are today. I'm surprised a lot of people aren't hollering this out because we went over it. But you have to study this comp plan because when people come into the business, they're coming into the business to make money. You're going to have to be able to explain to them how they're paid. So I'm going to count up. Well, there is one more, and then we're going to let David go. But this one other thing that the company also have different promotions that are taking place. Another one that they have taken place is 1 second, and we'll bring it up. Can y'all still see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Another one is new subscriber. Davis talked about new subscriber loyalty, meaning that you help them to get their 100 points. The company is actually giving you 100 points too. So David talked about that. One last thing, Orlando incentives. Dave, you want to talk about that one?
Orlando, and that runs to the end of the month. Whatever your Olivet bonuses you've earned from what I think it is, Bernard, January through July 31st. We're going to give you a 20% kicker on that. So not only are we paying you 100%, if you come to Orlando, we're going to give you another 20% to reimburse you for your cost to come to Orlando. We're going to give out in cash. I know right now we're looking at tens and tens of thousands of dollars being given away, or I should say, being returned to you as a reimbursement for expenses. So we're doing it as a reimbursement. So it's not taxable. We're not hitting you with a 1099 on that money. It's simply a reimbursement of your expenses that you're coming to Orlando. So we're going to help pay for you to come to Orlando.
So some people are going to be coming to Orlando and getting checks down there. And so
They're in
Dave,
cat, not checks, Bernard, not checks, $100 bills.
well, $100 bills. I'm used to checks. I'm not used to people giving me cash. All right,
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have, we're here to have fun too. That's gonna be fun.
All right. Well, Dave, you have actually enlightened us. People, did Dave give us a good insight of what we're involved in when it comes to making money with Engage Global? Show them your appreciation by
Yes. Thank you, Dave.
It's been my pleasure to be here. I look forward again, Bernard. I'd love to have a call with your team where we talk about principles of success of building a team. So that could be our next call. All right.
Thank you,
Thank you
Dave.
so much,
Thank
Dave,
you,
for
thank you, thank you,
everything.
Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.